People make the mistake of thinking that equity is about sameness, but it isn't. It's about fairness. It's about equal access to opportunity. And we know that people are closer to opportunity when they have more support, more resources, more safety nets in place. So the idea that everybody would need the same thing and should get the same thing is pretty silly. The reality is we're falling down on the job in terms of educating our kids in a pretty dire way. But it's hitting children of color the hardest. When we look at the schools that have so few kids able to read and do math on grade level that it's in the single digits, those are overwhelmingly schools that serve predominantly low-income populations of students of color. And we have an obligation, and by we, I mean people like me who live in a community where there is no way that the high school wouldn't offer the courses necessary for students to compete, at least compete, to get into whatever school they wanted to, whatever military academy they wanted to, whatever branch of the service they wanted to. They at least would have the access to what they needed to be prepared. 50% of America's high schools don't offer calculus. 50% of America's mothers have children zoned to schools that don't offer the advanced math classes that they may need to compete with other students who attend schools that do offer those things. So equity is not a conversation only about children of color or families of color, but it is a conversation that must have a focus and be honest about the fact that as we don't educate children in America as well as they need to be educated, we especially aren't getting the job done for kids of color. And that needs to change. And we all need to be part of that. Because this isn't their problem. This isn't the problem of only that community. This is our problem. It's on us to fight for other people's kids.